Everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we are just recapping on last night's pretty impressive price move. But coming to the morning, it's we had extreme volatility, both to the upside and the downside, and we're kind of just around the same price level we were um, yesterday in the day. So about 17,800. We peaked at around almost 18,500, getting ever so closer to the prior all-time high. And because of this extremely impressive move, I mean, I can flip it to the 4 hour, maybe that'll give us a better idea. But all the way up till 8 in the morning, we were just really pushing up. And then it was just from this morning onwards, we've been trending downward. Um, and you could see with this extreme volatility, um, alts are doing very poorly. Ethereum is down 3%. Uniswap is, I believe, one of the most in the red today for 11% against Bitcoin, no less. Um, which kind of brings us back to where we were last week, losing all the gains of like 30% from the week prior. Basic attention token, Celsius, Cardano, Litecoin, XRP, Chainlink, they're all down with marginal, now respectively, marginal gains for the day on Bitcoin. And you can really see that move from the dominance level, how strong it is pushing to the upside. Earlier, we were looking for it to make resistance here, but it failed, and it's broken straight through. And looking at where Bitcoin is, I know we're not even at the price levels that maybe a lot of you are expecting. When we're if you're expecting six figures, we're far away from it, and I would agree. But uh, looking at uh, this is not organic. I'm not saying it's fixed, but I'm saying it's very bubble-like, um, much like how this was. And when that is the case, then it's kind of really a coin toss on how like high this goes. We really don't know. We all suspect that it will go as high as 20K and start to retrace, but we could be wrong. It could go higher. It could start retracing down now at just below 20K. However, what's important to know this past month and a half, since the beginning of October, we're in the middle of November now, so it's been around a month and a half. Altcoins have been bleeding profusely, profusely, with Ethereum um, becoming like going down like 35%, 34%. Chainlink is also considerably down at 56% to the where the price levels are. Uniswap, is one of the few that has been making gains for the past few 2 weeks, but we have retraced again. Basic attention token, I've talked about this one a lot. We are down considerably. Cardano is another one where I even have it marked, and we've gone even lower to 60%. Ethereum, against Ethereum, the same thing. Litecoin has everyone was saying how bullish this weekly candle was. Look where we are now. The trend is still down. Trend was still down ever since you could say like June of 2019. Uh, However, throwing my biases to the side with Litecoin, with XRP, with Cardano, or what have you, even Uniswap. But because Bitcoin has been so bullish, these have been on a retracement, and um, that the higher that Bitcoin goes, like 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 this, I I the more bullish I get with altcoins, that regardless what altcoin you're looking at, they will all all get generally affected, some more than others. Like I would argue that Ethereum would generally benefit more to this bullishness than, say, Litecoin, but both would go up against Bitcoin. Do not be surprised when altcoins start to reverse. Um, it's kind of hard to believe or even think about when Bitcoin's, testing all-time highs really. And ever since, Ethereum has been trending downwards. Ever since that, the Chainlink has been moving downwards. Like, look at this trend. It's all to the downside. But eventually, I don't know when, but eventually Bitcoin um, will slow down. It could be in a month, could be in a year, could be tomorrow. However, note where our position is with Bitcoin. And if you're like me, where a majority of your holdings is in Bitcoin, um, then your portfolio weightage against Bitcoin is probably like a lot different now than it was 2 months ago, for example, where altcoins were very strong. Your Bitcoin position would be a lot stronger in its Bitcoin valuation compared to others. And because of that, you now have an opportunity to readjust your portfolio if you'd like. Um, because the higher that Bitcoin goes, the more risky it gets. When altcoins like Ethereum that I feel like are a stronger bet than, say, like Uniswap. I love both. I like both projects, but to make a point, I'm comparing the two. When Ethereum, which I believe is a strong play, is down 35%, that's a buy. That is that is like a less riskier play because it's down. The lower the price of the coin is, the less risky it is. And so you have now the ability to now move portions of your Bitcoin into either altcoin positions you already have and start averaging down. You could start making new positions if you want. If you're looking to gain more exposure to the altcoin market, it gives you with a lot of options, and that's why it's crucial to have a majority of your portfolio in Bitcoin, because when Bitcoin moves like this, altcoins, all of them, really bleed. They bleed a lot, and you can see it in the price history of the last 2 months. Like, I don't need to tell you this. Every single coin, and again, you can have your coin or whatever um, go up. I mean, like, one example is like Celsius. Like, Celsius has been going up during all this time. Um, since and even has kind of did a double top, but that's beside the point. Uh, uh, this is why you want a majority of your stake in Bitcoin, because now you can reposition. You're more than welcome to reposition, um, but don't expect this trend to last forever. And going back to Bitcoin, we're in such a great position. So yes, we're testing all-time highs. That's great. But look at where the 20 week is. The 20 week right now is at currently. I mean, I can go on the BLX, but right now we're on Bitstamp. But right now it's at almost at $12,000. Almost at $12,000. Bitcoin hasn't been at that price since a few weeks ago, like 6 weeks ago. It feels like it's you know so far away. But this is a great position to have, even because Bitcoin's so high above the moving average, the 20 weekly moving average. Altcoins should be doing well, but because of Bitcoin's upwards volatility, that over trumps that. However, even if Bitcoin retraces, say, to like 15,000 or 14,000, then we're still a good chunk away from the moving average. It's still technically bullish, and I think it's bullish enough that altcoins will rally, and they will rally hard, and everyone's going to be really caught off guard because everyone's looking at Bitcoin. And as they should. Bitcoin is the market mover. It really, as you can see, when it moves, it really affects altcoins, and it affects the rest of the market. So keep that in mind. Take a good hard look at your portfolio. If you do have a majority stake in Bitcoin, you got flexibility. You now have the ability to reposition. You have an ability to reposition in throwing, start dollar cost averaging your position in Ethereum, or starting a position in Ethereum, into Link, into Uniswap, into any altcoin you think of. It could be the DeFi plays. It could be Kava. It could be Compound. Compound's like I think like $100. Cardano, Litecoin, if you really want to. Like, you could start making your position now. I don't really care. Or even XRP. You could start building a position. But because you had a majority stake in Bitcoin, from 2 months ago to now, your Bitcoin position is a lot stronger because altcoin positions against Bitcoin have been bleeding. So technically your position is larger, and you can now buy more altcoins if you really want to. So that's essentially what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. If you like the video, hit the like button down below. If you really like it, hit subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Take care.